Hello my dear students, welcome to my physics class. Our today's topic vector algebra, addition and subtraction of vectors. Vector algebra, addition and subtraction of vectors. We can add two vector quantities or we can subtract a vector quantity from another vector quantity. But we can add vector quantity of same type and we can subtract a vector quantity from the same kind of vector quantity. This is also true for scalar quantity. That is, we can add velocity with another velocity, we can add acceleration, but we cannot add velocity with acceleration. And similarly, we can subtract acceleration from acceleration, but we cannot subtract acceleration from velocity. That is, same kind of quantity can be added or can be subtracted. At first we have to know why do we need vector algebra. We can add two scalar quantities with the help of general law of algebra, but we cannot add two vector quantities with the general law of algebra. We need vector algebra. But why do we need vector algebra? Here 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. Addition of scalars by the general law of algebra, we know it, 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. But vector 5 plus vector 7 is equal to what? Addition of two vector quantities. That is, now what will be the result? That is, here 5 is the magnitude of a vector quantity and 7 is the magnitude of another vector quantity. Now what will be the sum of these two quantities? Suppose a body moves from point A to point B and it moves 5 meters from A to B. Again, the body moves from B to C 7 meters. That is, the body moves 5 meters from A to B and then 7 meters from B to C. Then what is the displacement of this body? Obviously this is AC. That is, in this case, at first A to B 5 meters and B to C 7 meters. Here total distance is 5 plus 7. Scalar quantity is, we know distance is a scalar quantity. Here 5 meters plus 7 meters is equal to 12 meters. But what is the displacement here? Displacement A to C. Displacement is equal to AC. If the body would move from B to D 7 meters instead of moving from B to C, that is, instead of B to C, the body moves from B to D 7 meters. Then what will be the displacement? Now the displacement is AD. Displacement is always from initial position to final position. In first case, displacement is AC, and in second case, displacement is AD. In both cases, the body moves 5 meters and 7 meters, that is 12 meters, and in this case also 5 meters and then 7 meters, that is 12 meters. Total distance is 12 meters in both cases, but here in first case displacement is AC and in second case displacement is AD. Therefore here AD and AC are not same. So 5 meter plus 7 meter is equal to 12 meter. This is not correct. That is, we cannot add displacement. That is, displacement is a vector quantity. We cannot add vector quantity by the general law of algebra. It may be any value between 2 meter to 12 meter. Addition of vectors. Vectors are added geometrically as they do not follow the ordinary laws of algebra because of direction. We need to find the resultant of the vectors by adding two or more vectors. There are 5 laws of vector addition for adding vectors. 1. General law. 2. Law of triangle. 3. Law of polygon. 4. Law of parallelogram. And 5. Law of component. By these 5 laws, we can add 2 or more vector quantities. General law of vector addition. Number 1. In case of addition of two vectors, the tail of second vector is placed at the head of the first vector and the tail of the first vector is connected with the head of the second vector by a straight line. The length of the straight line denotes the magnitude of the resultant vector and its direction is from the tail of the first vector towards the head of the second vector. That is, if we want to add two vector quantities, that is two vectors, then we have to connect the head of the first vector with the tail of the second vector. Then we will connect the tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. Then the straight line joining the tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector will give the resultant both in magnitude and in direction. This is a vector, here a vector, and this is the head of the vector and this one is tail of the vector. Now we will connect the head of first vector with the tail of second vector. Here the tail of the second vector is connected with the head of the first vector. Now we will connect the tail of the first vector with the head of the second vector, and this is the resultant of these two vectors A and B. That is, now R is equal to A plus B. That is, the tail of the second vector is connected with the head of the first vector, and then we have to connect the tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector, and this side length of this will give the resultant, and direction is from the tail of the first vector to the head of the second vector. Two. In case of addition of more than two vectors, the vectors are drawn in such a way that the tail of a vector is placed at the head of its previous vector with their proper direction, and finally the tail of the first vector is connected with the head of the last vector by a straight line. The length of the straight line denotes the magnitude of the resultant vector of all the vectors, and its direction is from the tail of the first vector towards the head of the last vector. That is, if we want to add more than two vectors, then we have to connect all the vectors one after another without changing their direction. That is, head of the first vector is connected with the tail of the next vector. Then the head of the second vector is connected with the tail of the next vector, and in this way finally we have to connect the tail of the first vector with the head of the last vector, and this straight line will express the magnitude and direction of the resultant vector. Here this is first vector, this one is tail, and here head. Now the head of the first vector is connected with the tail of the second vector. Now we will connect the head of the second vector with the tail of the third vector. Here again we will connect the head of third vector with the tail of the fourth vector. Now we will connect the tail of the first vector with the head of the last vector. This is our first vector and this is the last vector. We will connect the tail of the first vector with the head of the last vector, and this straight line will give the resultant vector both in magnitude and direction. That is, R is the resultant of all these vectors. Here R is equal to A plus B plus C plus D vectors.